We're down here checking out the food plots today. It's been a little over 10 days since we planted them. This food plot in particular, or these ones, were down here on the creek bottom on Carl's. We're gonna go check out the other ones too, but they all germinated and they look really, really good. This was that biologic mix. It had a bunch of different stuff in it, but you can see it's all coming up really nice. That looks like some type of rye or oat, and then you've got sugar beets, it looks like, and brassicas. That's actually brassica right there, those little ones. This had all kinds of stuff in it. It was a mix, but as you can see, it's coming up really good. We're gonna go check out these other ones and see how these other ones are doing as well. This plot right here, Carl planted to Brassica. This is strictly Brassica, and it looks like, at least on this side, our seed rate was a little too high. They're coming in too thick here. You don't want your brassica this thick. You're gonna start choking each other out, and you're not gonna get, you know, a good thick stand with big bulbs and stuff. Hopefully it's not. See, over here it's not too bad. Yeah, see, this side's much better. You've got a lot more room in between your brassicas. Just like maybe that was just the only spot, or yeah, it seems like this side of the plot's pretty good. This side of the plot's not. It almost like on the edge, he just opened it up and emptied it out. That's real not good over there. Looks like it dumped out almost, but it's coming up good either way. Let's go check on these other ones. Everything looks really good out here in this bigger portion of the plot. You can see our seeds nice and spread out here. This is where we planted a mix of all kinds of stuff. It looks pretty darn good. This portion of the plot is planted strictly to maximum blend brassica, and we got a really good seed rate and a good stand of brassica coming up here. You know, they're perfectly spaced out, which is exactly what you want. You know, you don't want those brassicas right on top of each other, and it looks really, really good in here. I think this is going to be a really good deal. Soil looks really nice too. Looks like that's the case all the way through it too. Looking good. Let's go check out some other ones. I do want you guys to admire some of these trees that I planted last spring. They look absolutely awesome. This is a sawtooth oak that's just exploded. It's like super bushy and coming out the top of the tube. And then on the way back through, I'm going to show you a white oak, a white swamp oak that's growing right next to the creek that has just exploded as well. So doing good with the trees here. Here's the swamp white oak that I was just telling you about. That thing looks absolutely awesome. Thing has really, really grown a lot. When I planted it, it was just a tiny little twig. It's about that high. That's going to produce a lot of acorns for the deer in probably 10 years or so. Well, this was my piss poor attempt at plot screen right here. I planted this strip all the way down to the bottom, and it just didn't come up worth a crap. Right here at the end it did. I don't know really what I did wrong or what I screwed up, but I'm probably not going to do it again because this Northwoods plot screen is pretty expensive stuff, and I didn't get results really at all. So right here was our attempt at a no-till Brassica food plot that I had cover seeded with buckwheat, terminated the buckwheat, and I had seeded right into it. And the issue with this is that I let the buckwheat seed out. So there's a ton of buckwheat growing in here. See, that's buckwheat, that's buckwheat, that's buckwheat. That's, let's see, that's Brassica right there. There is Brassica coming up in here. That's Brassica right here. That's Brassica. So it'll be interesting just to see how it works out in the end. But I do know you don't want that buckwheat to seed out like that. See right here, you've got Brassica coming up right there, buckwheat coming up right here. I guess I'm hoping that the buckwheat just doesn't do very good and the Brassica can get a leg up on it. But who knows? It was more of an experiment as to why I did it, and you know, I obviously learned really quick that you can't let that buckwheat seed out. You got to terminate it prior to that. So the corn looks awesome. There's going to be a lot of food here either way. Here's another sawtooth oak that is well over the tree tube there. Looks really good. Here's the strip food plot. You can see our brassicas are coming up nice and well spaced over here, not too close together. All that stuff that you see growing out there is called water hemp, and it's not going to get any bigger than what it looks like right now, and the brassica should outcompete it. You know, there's brassica growing right in there amongst it. It's been a bad year for that water hemp in here. I don't know what the deal is with that, but the brassica should do fine and come right up through it. These apples are looking awesome in here too. Tons of them. These trees are just absolutely loaded with apples. You can see all these brassicas in here. It's looking good. This is that little hidey hole plot in the middle of the fields here, and this is coming up nice as well. This is our upper farm food plot. You can see that this is coming up real nice and even out here. We've got some random buckwheats coming up, which is from actually the seeds getting into the undercarriage and stuff of my Honda there, because I had just rolled all the buckwheat over and crimped it all down, so I had buckwheat seeds all over my gator when I came and planted this. So you can see that some of the buckwheat seeds came off and now they're growing out here. But it all looks really good. We got really good even coat of brassica coming up all the way across, so I'm really crossing my fingers we get a good crop and we don't get too much rain and everything just works out right. That'd be great.